Hey Cold Monkeys, James Bush here with Gymkhana back again for the next episode of Cold Monkey TV. It's been a while, I know, but I'm so glad to be able to get this episode out. I've been extremely busy. So many things going on with the family, with the house, projects, all the other multiple projects that we've got, and of course our 4 children. So glad to have this busyness and so glad that everyone's been healthy and safe. Other than that, first things first, there has been a new world record set. The 25-second barrier of the GP8 has been broken. Not smashed, but it's been broken, which is insane. 24.983 broken. 24.983 broken. World record. Unbelievable. GP8 set by, of course, Haruhiko Tsuji on the GSXR 1000. Fantastic time. If you've not seen it, it is remarkable. Think about that. 24.983 seconds. GP8, 5 rotations around, 5 laps. Unreal. Take a peek. So once again, congratulations Haruhiko, that is a fantastic mark that you've set, 24.983 on the GP8, incredible. You always give us something to chase after, a goal to accomplish, and that is a great goal to reach, 24.983, fantastic job, congratulations. Now, I'm sure that everyone wants to know the standings after 2 rounds of competition of the 2021 Gymkhana WC. Well, here they are, Cone Monkeys. It's great to see the number of riders that are participating, the number of different countries that they're participating from. Thank you guys so much. I'm so glad that you guys are enjoying this year's competition. As was mentioned, we're in the 3rd round right now. We've had about 7-8 days left in order for you to submit your time on this month's round. So please get your time in, submit it through the submission link so that we can count it for sure. UK and England, where have you been? I know that the COVID restrictions have got you kind of locked down a little bit. Just make sure that you can, if at all possible, get out and get your cone on so we can see more of your times as well. And we'll put you on the standings, hopefully. So, Cone Monkeys, this is a 2003 Honda VTR 1000F, affectionately called a Super Chicken here in the United States. This is not my original Motogymkhana bike. The original Motogymkhana bike that I started with was a 1998 Honda VTR Super Chicken, which is in the garage right now. I bought this because it's a newer bike. 2003. We do this. This is what Cone Monkeys do. Anyway, what have I done with it thus far? Since I bought it about 4 or 5 years ago, pretty much nothing. I basically replaced the upper triple clamps with the triple clamps that I had on the old bike because it has the riser bars on it. I've taken a rotor off on the left-hand side and the piston, and I've put a 5mm spacer above the shock on the rear to raise the rear end up so she turns a little bit easier. And that's pretty much it. Everything else is bone stock. I did change the sprocket in the rear. I added another tooth on that so that she kind of pulls a little bit easier. But pretty much that's it. It's an old bike, old technology, but it's a great bike. I love it. It's heavy as all get out, but what can you do? So the only thing I'm planning on doing with it though is I plan on basically taking the subframe off, cutting off the pillion seat to kind of reduce extra stuff on it, lighten it. I was debating on whether or not to change the to a full exhaust system, but it costs a little bit, so I'm debating on whether or not to do that. And that's pretty much it for the most part. I do want to take off this, which is basically the subframe or the fairing stays, and basically replacing the tack and the speedometer with something a little bit more up to date and smaller, so I can just get rid of all of this junk, which I don't need, and it sticks out in the way. It doesn't look pretty. She's not a bad looking bike, I don't think. What do you think? But I plan on changing from the Michelins that I've been running. Obviously, I've been running Avons for years, but since Avon dropped off from us a couple years back, I've kind of been shopping for tires. The Michelins I've had on for the past 6-7 months or so, and they're not bad, but they're definitely, it's time to get gone. I only ride once a month, more or less, but they're definitely gone. So I'm planning on changing to the Pirelli Super Courses, which should be coming Monday, and I'll put those on for my next event, which is coming up Sunday, May 30th at Auto Club Speedway. The Pirellis only come in a 180/60 on the rear. They don't make a 55, so that'll give me a little bit more height in the rear. So I'm looking forward to seeing how much faster she turns. Other than that, that's it. What projects are you working on? What have you done with your bike? Let me know. Send me some pictures. We'll show it on the next episode of Cold Monkey TV. But this is what's taking place with Vitor. So this is a 1964 Chevrolet Corvair. Not a Corvette, but a Corvair. I originally bought this car maybe 10 to 12 years ago for $800 from a guy who had bought it from the original owner. Has all the original documents and paperwork and everything. It's fantastic. Still has the original California black plate, which I love to death. But when I started Motogymkhana, I started trying to advertise Motogymkhana in the US in 2012, 2013, and she's been with me ever since then. When Katie and I got married several years back, I put this in my dad's backyard and parked it underneath the walnut tree. She was a daily driver. I drove this thing every single day, but it's been in my dad's backyard for several years now. Walnut tree, which is the tree that I remember growing up and playing in. My dad's house broke, it died, decayed, and fell on top of the car, but because she's made of metal, it'll buff right out. So basically, this is the next project besides the other things that we have going on. But I decided to show it because when I started Motogymkhana, which is a long time ago, she was the car that I had with me, and I designed courses and did all my stuff in the backseat of this car. And it's cool though too, because this is a car that that Chevrolet originally made in order to compete with the Volkswagen. It's rear engine, flat six in the rear, air cooled. So same technology as the Volkswagen, except it's got 2 more cylinders because it's American. But other than that, she's low, she's great, love her to death. So she will be running hopefully within 6 months or so, and just wanted to kind of show that to you. So besides Motogymkhana stuff, we've got this stuff going on as well. What other projects do you guys have going on in your lives? Again, tell me about it. We're a family. We're Cold Monkeys all over the world, but we have other things that we have going on in our lives. Tell me what yours is. So besides all the other stuff that we got going on with my life here in the United States, Gymkhana related, Motogymkhana related, family and so forth, I've also decided to run this 2005 SV650 and Weir Championship in a couple races in the 2022 season, maybe get one in the 2021 later on this year. But again, 2005 project, got it from a guy. It was sitting for a while, so I ripped it apart. You know, stripped the wiring harness and everything, kind of put some race fairings on it, and another project to work on. As you can see with me, I've got an ongoing theme. I love sport twin motorcycles. SV650, the Honda VTR 1000. The first motorcycle I ever bought was a Honda GT650 Hawk, is what we called it here in the US. In the UK and other places in the world, they call it an NT Hawk. But a Honda 650 twin, beautiful little motorcycle. I wish I would have kept it. Unfortunately, I sold it. Got a CBR 900, sold that. Then I saw a TLS 1000 S model, not the R model, but the S model in Monterey, California on a trip, and it was just beautiful. Sounded great. It was red, had the single tail exhaust on it, or had the single tail seat on it. Was fantastic looking. Bought 2 of those, sold those, and started getting into Motogymkhana, and just started with the Honda VTR, the 98, which is over here, and then the 2003, which is over there. What do you have? What was the first motorcycle you rode Motogymkhana with? Do you still have it? What did you get subsequently? And what do you ride Motogymkhana with now? Let me know, Cold Monkeys. So that does it for us, this episode of Cold Monkey TV. If you are in California or a close by neighboring state, please come out to our next event. The next event that we have here will be at Auto Club Speedway, May 30th on a Sunday, 9300 Cherry Avenue in Fontana, California. All of our events that will be at Auto Club Speedway for the rest of the 2021 season will be held on Sundays. Our event at Antelope Valley Fairgrounds, which is in Lancaster, Palmdale, will be held on Saturdays. So Saturday in Antelope Valley, Sundays at Fontana, California. Come out to our event. Sign up right here for our next event. If you're concerned about maybe dropping your motorcycle, or you don't even have a motorcycle of your own, maybe you're just starting out learning, we do have a 390 KTM Duke available for rent and a WR250 available for rent as well. They're available only until they're rented out. But again, wherever you are in the world, go to a Motogymkhana event. Try the sport of Motogymkhana. It is fantastic. You will not only have a great time, but you will also leave a better rider than you were when you came. It is a great sport. The camaraderie among the riders is fantastic as well. We're all there to learn, we're all there to improve, and we're all there to have a good time. See you soon, Coal Monkeys. If you've not signed up already, sign up right here. If you've not participated in the 2021 Gymkhana WC Championship, please do so. Submit your times to the submission link. We look forward to seeing you. Take care of Coal Monkeys. We'll talk to you soon.